BoxingShow.tv fans, I'm with the Road Warrior, Glen Johnson. How you doing, Glen?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm great, man. I want to ask you, how do you rate Bute amongst all these great fighters you face, from Roy Jones to Bernard Hopkins? How do you rate him? I know you only spar with him, but how do you rate him?
I mean, Bute is a good fighter. You know, he fought some quality fights, and he certainly fought good enough to create a great fanfare here in Canada. So for me, that's amazing and wonderful. You know, nevertheless, Saturday night is a whole other story.
I know a lot of people talk about the fact that you guys are friends, but we saw what you did to one of your best friends, Alan Green.
Well, you know, business is business. When you have your family to feed, and this is how you do it, then you have to go out there and do what you do. So, you know, it's no disrespect to Lucian. He's a good dude and everything. I have plenty of respect for him. But, you know, he got to do his business and I got to do mine.
As far as skills-wise, how do you rate him?
These have good skills. They have good skills. I mean, nothing amazing, but, you know, these only few people can be amazing. I'm not amazing myself. I'm just solid. So, you know, you don't have to be electric to be great or good. You just need to be solid about how you go about your business.
Glenn, I want to ask you, from all the fighters you fought over these years, who is the toughest fighter and who's the most skillful fighter you've ever fought?
You know, for me, I would say the toughest fighter is Bernard Hopkins, because, you know, at that time, you know, I mean, you look at my career, he's the only guy that dominates me, the only guy that won a clear victory over me. So that's the toughest fight. A very skillful guy, knows what he's doing. You know, could have been lack of experience back then for me as well, and all of that. But at the same time, it is the toughest fight that I ever been in.
And what about skill? Who's the most skillful fighter? Well,
certainly, you know, again, when somebody dominates that much, you have to say he's the most skilled. I mean, you know, you could say Roy Jones is the most electric guy that I fought against, because he's electric. You know, he's one of them guys with the special talent that you know, I was referring to earlier. Right. So, but you know, those guys only come like once in a million, you know.
One more question. Who from all time you would have loved to face yourself if you had the choice from all the fighters, present and past?
Yeah, I would love to fight somebody like Marvin Hagler.
Right.
You know, I think those are real fighters. Thomas Hearns.
And the results with Marvin?
I mean,
I asked the same question to Bernard.
I would think I would beat all of them. I mean, you know, I never think I would lose a fight. I never have that thought.
No fighter does.
Exactly. So, you know, whatever you're going to ask me, you're pretty much going to know the answer already. I mean, you know, I would love Thomas Hearns fight. I would love to fight Marvin Hagler. I would love to fight Roberto Duran, those type guys. You know, I think those guys was, you know, real representation of boxing.
Coming back to what the point is, Bernard Hopkins, is that something at 175 you would love to fight?
I would love to fight Bernard Hopkins on a rematch. You know, again, he's the only guy I think really.
The fight hasn't happened. How come?
I don't know. It's not because of me, that's for sure.
Okay, we're going to ask him next time.
Please do.
Thanks, Glenn.
All right.
It was nice talking to you.